Okay, greetings everybody. Welcome to Nevertheless Commentaries. I am your host, Sipon Lovu, Sipon Sports, your favorite ank on the net. So, very, very proud, namhlanje. Very, very proud. I'm ecstatic. I'm over the moon. I can't even express the feeling that I have, namhlanje, because Bafana Bafana South Africa made history in football. Came back into the World Cup stage after 16 years, and then they are through from the group stages for the first time in history. Beat South Korea with 1-0. Credit to Thapelo Maseko with that goal on the 61st minute. Incredible finish, beautiful finish. So, congratulations to Coach Hugo Broos, his technical team. Congratulations to Bafana Bafana, the squad entirely, and everyone who is involved in the national team. Congratulations to them. And lastly, congratulations to us, South Africans. Congratulations to all South Africans. Because this is a moment of joy, a moment of excellency, a moment of brilliancy, a moment where we write our own history. This World Cup is full of histories. We saw Messi make history, we saw Ronaldo make history, and this morning, in South African time, we saw Bafana Bafana from South Africa, from southern part of Africa, making the entire continent of Africa proud, writing their own history, making it through the group stages. Nobody coming into this game except for South Africans who had hoped that South Africa will actually progress to the next stage. So for that, congratulations to my South Africans. This one is worth the celebration. This one worth everything. Right now, I don't feel like going to work because I'm so happy. I just want to celebrate all day. I woke up at 10-3. The game was scheduled to begin at 3 a.m. in South African time. I woke up at 10-3 and I checked the lineup. And what I saw on the first lineup is exactly what I've been praying for. From the get-go, from that game we played against Mexico, I was looking for a lineup that is a 4-2-3-1 with 3 attacking midfielders. And when I saw that lineup, I knew that, okay, even if we lose this match, but we are going to give it our best shot. Because this formation and the personnel that were put in these positions masters those positions. And when the game began, the first 7 minutes, Korea got a beautiful chance and they put it on the side of the goal. They didn't score. And from that moment on, Bafana Bafana began to regroup and defend as a team, but also attack as a team. And their greatest outlet on the build-up play was Talent Mbata, who was very, very incredible alongside Uyayas Tole to find Rele Mofokeng. And I think Rele Mofokeng is a world-class player, top talent, world-class player. Namhlanje he made sure that Tapelo Maseko shines. And everybody who watched this game namhlanje knows the Tapelo Maseko's name, knows the Rele Mofokeng's name, knows Mbegezeli Mbogazi's name, knows the Mudau, knows the Modiba, knows the Mbata, knows the Stole, knows the Ronon Williams, the Mahopa, the Ozinapolis. But at that number 10 role, Urele playing along in between Upaik, Wang In, which were the middle line, and also the last line of Kim Min with the both Lee on the flanks. I think cheating on those spaces in between the lines, receive the ball and then plays the right passes. I think it was very, very incredible. And if Bafana Bafana can be more clinical in front of goal, when we speak about the players of the best players in the tournament, Rele Mofokeng's name is going to be mentioned. If you watch the match and saw the passes that he played for Maseko, he made him shine. The reason we say Maseko was brilliant on that field of play because he plays him very, very well. How he actually knows how to weigh pass and play it on a space and then allow Tapelo Maseko to challenge Oli, because there were two Lees who were playing on the left-hand side for South Korea. Even if they're trying to double up, how brilliantly passes of Mofokeng were to find Maseko, made it easy for Tapelo Maseko to use his brilliance, because he's so brilliant on a 1v1. To eliminate players on a 1v1 is very, very good, Tapelo Maseko, and that was fantastic. But joining in that attack and then pulling a volley, and I think Kim Si-young as a goalkeeper for South Korea pulled on a brilliant save there, a rebound to Mahopa, who also pounced, and then he made a double save. I thought that was a brilliant performance from Kim Si-young, goalkeeper of South Korea at that moment. South Africa attacked as a team, defended as a team. They were playing on transitional football, which transitioned very, very well. If you look at that front three, I'll include Mbacha, that front four, plus Tapelo Maseko, because that's how Pirate has been toying, thrashing a team with Betway Premiership. And if you have a front four, Pirate, which actually were the best attacking team with Betway Premiership on last season, you have their players as attacking four. Then you are ought to play on their style of play, which is a transitional football. And Maseko thrives on that because he's very, very good in taking on our defenders. Hence, I'm saying congratulations to Coach Hugo Broos, because he's a coach that listens. I doubted that he does listen on the first game against Mexico, but after much critics that actually came into place after that game, I think he's redeemed himself and then played a South African way. Hence, today we are very, very happy of our team progressing to the last 32. And fortunately, unfortunate for them, which is Canada, we are facing them on the last 16. And I think it's the end of the road for Canada. We are going into the last 16. And from that point on, whatever happens, happens. Because what we wanted as South Africans is to see these boys compete, see these boys enjoy themselves, see these boys given a chance to play to the best of their abilities, see these boys showing the world what is happening in South Africa Betway Premiership. Because these boys are playing here at home, South African Betway Premiership, except for 3 players. So 80%, because there's 11 players, 75 to 80% in that field of play, they play in Betway Premiership in South Africa. These are local players. I know there are players who are playing for EPSG on the side of South Korea, and some of Bayern Munich. I think that's another team. You think of also of Borussia Dortmund. Those are the caliber of the players of South Korea, but facing a South African side from a Betway Premiership, which competed. South Africa left themselves in that field of play. This is a deserved win. They fought for this win, and they deserve to be celebrated. Whatever happens after this game, first of all, they've made history for going through into the last 32. From being labeled as the weakest side in Africa to be the first side to qualify for the next round. They've opened up the way that, okay, it's possible. Everybody come. Everybody come. There's 10 of us, but everybody come. So I'm hoping that there's more and more of our teams from Africa who will go through to the last 32. And hopefully we'll have 3 or 4 teams in the last 16. And I think that will be the greatest achievement for Africa as a whole. So I'm very, very happy. Very, very happy. I know Morocco will qualify if they haven't already. I know Cote d'Ivoire will qualify. Probably Senegal also might qualify. Then we'll see who else actually does better to qualify to the last 32. But congratulations to South Africa. Congratulations to Bafana Bafana. The guys played very, very well. What I loved is that they played as a team, cohesive as a team. They knew when to actually close and the field and also to open up the field. They knew when to track back and defend, and then they knew when to advance and how to advance. The important point, they knew how to advance, where to get the ball, and who is going to make those progressive passes towards the final third. And as I've said, I'm a pass on the final third. Very, very brilliant. An introduction, that's Tshepang Moremi. Kudos to Coach Hugo Broos for that. When you take out to Ozuna Police, who gave us a lot defensively, not so much offensively, but defensively gave us a lot with Umodiba on that other end. And then they introduced Umoremi, who was more of an advancing player. And when he plays that cross into the box to find Maseko slotting in the back of the net, I think that was a game finisher. That was an instant impact in that game of football. And again, how Modiba and Umudao were actually disciplined in their position. Very, very disciplined. Which actually keep Wang, Ulikan at bay, because I think that front three, South Korea, they were very, very brilliant. But the fact that these two fullbacks of South Africa kept their position, they were disciplined. They managed to actually defend, helped by the presence that Talent Mbata, and also a police doubling up on the other end, and Maseko on the other end, and also Rele coming in that middle, helping so much defensively. And also Mahop, we didn't leave nobody up front on defense, but also when we attack, we actually attacked in numbers as a team. So congratulations to Bafana Bafana. Congratulations to South Africa. Congratulations to Coach Hugo Broos. Congratulations to everyone who's involved. Congratulations to Africa as a whole. This one will go down as some of the history as far as South African football is concerned. Tell me what you think about the game. I love you so much. Don't forget to like the video and smash the sub button. Thank you.